What's going on? It's another great day here in Deal City. I'm your host, Reed Stiles. Got a lot of exciting things to talk about this week. New additions to the list. I added 2 brand new platforms / advisors to the list, so there are even more deals this week. Real quick, I want to go through a few housekeeping things quickly because I know I got some feedback last week that it's a little confusing on exactly how I'm going to broadcast the videos, how to find the list, etc. So I'm going to run through that very quickly. If you're watching this video, you're most likely watching it on YouTube. Here's last week's video. Down in the description, I have my website, dealcity.org. I also have a link to the Substack. So between these two, you should be able to find the list. Let's jump first to dealcity.org. So I have a link to the Substack, which is right here. Also, I have a link to the videos. So that's your number one stop. If you get lost, you can go to dealcity.org. If for some reason you saw this on my LinkedIn, then you most likely got sent to my YouTube video. Thanks for being here. While you're on the YouTube video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. That's a free way to help the show. Once you're on the dealcity.substack, you can sign up directly to get an email notification every week when the list drops, but also it's going to be filled with useful links and other details regarding the list. This is a preview of this week's newsletter, so it'll usually be dated. It'll have some updates about the 2 platforms that I'm adding. Spoiler alert, Energy Advisors Group and Oil and Gas Asset Clearinghouse. And then if you scroll down, there'll be a link to the YouTube video, which right now there is no YouTube video because I'm creating it right now. But then there's this Deal City link to a Google Sheet. Click that link and it'll bring you right to the Deal City list. Okay, I've full screened the Google Sheet just so you can see it a little better. And I wanted to announce quickly that I added 2 new platforms this week. And I added about 50 new deals beyond what I had last week. And it brings our total platforms up to 11. So if you want to clear all platforms under the platform, we can look at these brand new ones that I just added this week. I added Energy Advisors Group, and I also added Oil and Gas Asset Clearinghouse, 2 huge advisors / 1 really big marketplace. Now, this is the first week I've created the data for them. Previously, I had been working on them, but I haven't really put them into the final format yet. So I apologize for Oil and Gas Asset Clearinghouse not having direct links to their deals. However, there's this links to platforms at the bottom where you can go directly to their website. So hopefully between the listing ID and understanding that you just go to Oil and Gas Asset Clearinghouse, sign up and go from there, you can hopefully find more deals through them. I want to flip through a few deals quickly because Energy Advisors Group is an interesting advisor where they have small, medium, and large deals. Oil and Gas Asset Clearinghouse is also an interesting one because they do more auction-based results. So once again, I have a few blanks here. My data pull was not totally accurate on the bids due yet because they do have multiple auctions going on. So hopefully this just shows you that over time I will improve the data quality for OGA Clearinghouse. So now that I have Energy Advisors Group, I've started adding their data in Oil and Gas Asset Clearinghouse. Of course, you can always click a link directly to go to the listing to learn more about the deal. But I hope that over time this continues to improve, and obviously they have a lot more deals tied to the list, so it makes the list even more robust. Also going to bring in a lot of new basins and a lot of new states, just because when you have that many deals from that many sellers, you're just going to add diversity. It's not perfect this week. There are some blanks, but I am working on that. Wanted to just show you quickly, if you're looking for certain deal types, you could type in royalty or mineral. Those are 2 of the ways to often find anything related to royalties and mineral interests. You can also search by non-op. That would be another non-op. That would be another quick way to find all of the non-op working interest deals. But hopefully this at least gets you started and you can start browsing their websites and seeing some of the great opportunities that they have between these 2 websites. I wanted to just finish up. Thanks again for participating in my beta test. There are a few ways you can support Deal City for free. You can just like my posts on LinkedIn, comment on my posts. You can message me feedback directly, subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Substack. Those are free ways to stay in the loop, help me out. If you want to contribute financially as a buyer, you can subscribe on Substack. There is a premium option right now. I'm not giving any perks yet other than just direct messaging. And then if you're one of the platforms on the list, or if you know someone that's a platform or advisor on the list, have them reach out to me directly. This direct link to your deals is currently free in the beta, and at some point it will become a paid perk for platforms that support the show. In an attempt to try to keep it as free as possible to buyers, I'm hoping that the sellers will support the cause because I'm just funneling you great leads that are interested in your niche and the great projects that you bring to the table. So thanks again for your time and attention. Looking forward to the next one, and dive into the list and let me know what you think.